When I tell you I got sick week 7, I got to the point where I actually ended up going to the emergency room. I was nauseous, vomiting, stomach ache, diarrhea, everything that you could think of. Hello, this is Lifestyle for Living. I just want to come on and give you a week 7, 8, and 9 Wegovy update. And let me tell you the reason why I'm compacting this like this, because week 7, I got very, very ill. And I will tell you, I didn't know if it was a side effect of the Wegovy 0.5 milligrams that I was on. It was actually my 3rd shot, so I didn't feel like I had just increased my dosage and I was going to see some major side effects based on what I had seen previously. But when I tell you I got sick week 7, I got to the point where I actually ended up going to the emergency room. I was nauseous, vomiting, stomach ache, diarrhea, everything that you could think of. I had it. And it was so bad, I was like, what is going on? Is this a side effect of the drug? I've heard of people saying they had the nausea and the vomiting and the diarrhea, but nothing nearly to that extreme. So for week 6, if you saw my previous update on week 6, I mentioned, hey, I'm coasting. It had been my 2nd 0.5 milligram shot. I was good. I had had a few side effects. I told you in week 6 how one day I kind of overdid it, and when your body tells you to stop, stop. Because that Saturday, right before my 7th shot, I got, sick, a little bit of vomiting, a little bit of the diarrhea, and I really thought it was attributable to just, okay, you overate, your body told you to stop, but you didn't stop, so you kept going. But Saturday, okay, after I threw up, had that one round, I was good. So Sunday, I was good. I ate normally, didn't overstuff myself because I learned my lesson. And then Monday, I was pretty good. I went to work out Monday afternoon, and I started feeling a little like, oh, I got to go to the bathroom, but it wasn't nothing major. So I was like, okay, I'm good. I ate Monday night like I normally would, and there was not any problems. I did, like I said, not overeat, because I can tell you that 0.5 really had me to the point where I was actually having to say, you gotta eat, you gotta eat, you gotta eat. So Tuesday morning, 2:30 a.m., I woke up. I was awakened with my stomach hurting. I felt like I was about to throw up. I had like the perspiration coming out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I feel so sick. And I will tell you, from Tuesday morning, 2:30 a.m., until I went to the emergency room Tuesday night at around 8 o'clock, I was sick. I couldn't keep nothing down. I honestly felt I had nothing else to come out of me. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this what people are talking about when they say they have a side effect from Wegovy with the nausea, vomiting, and the diarrhea? So I went to the emergency room, and I tell you all the time, you got to stay hydrated, stay hydrated, stay hydrated. So even for that situation, if you're a person already dehydrated and you start vomiting and throwing up and it's coming out both ways, you are going to be more dehydrated. And I would tell you that's probably what forced me to go to the emergency room Tuesday night, was because I knew I had really exhausted myself. So I went to the emergency room. I was so dehydrated that they ended up giving me 2 bags of fluid. They were like, you are just that dehydrated. But then, we did some tests and we did some other things, and the doctor came back. I told her that I was taking the Wegovy. She asked me, had I just started taking a higher dose? I told her no. I had just done my 3rd 0.5 milligram. I'd been on the 0.5. This was my 3rd week. I didn't have any side effects the 1st and 2nd week of being on the 0.5, so I really wasn't sure if it was that. And so we did a process of her running some different things, and then she finally came back and said she thought that it was more food-borne colitis. Something had irritated my system. Something I ate irritated my system. So, I left the emergency room the next morning, Wednesday morning, hydrated from the 2 bags of IV. They had given me something for the nausea, and I thought, okay, this is going to be over by, a day or two. Let this food, whatever it is, run through my system. But I will tell you, I was sick for about 5 to 6 days. I literally could not eat anything or drink anything. I had to force myself to drink because I knew if I didn't, I was going to be dehydrated. And I still kept now having the very loose bowels. Sorry to be so descriptive, but it's no other way to say it. The only thing that was keeping me from throwing up was they had given me something for the nausea. And I literally did not want to eat anything, because when you throw up that much and you have that much coming out of your system, you're afraid to drink anything. I was trying to drink electrolyte water. I had some that was unflavored, and even with that, I could taste it. I was trying to do some chicken broth without any flavor. I was trying the applesauce, which I found out later that wasn't something I needed, and I couldn't eat it anyway because it would not stay down in my stomach. I was doing the saltine crackers, and I'm telling you, when I say I was nibbling that thing like a mouse, I mean, really, I did not. That's just how much I could not eat. I literally stayed sick until like Saturday. So from Tuesday to Saturday, anything I put in my stomach, it immediately came out. And it was not staying in. I mean, it was almost like I couldn't put nothing in my system because it just didn't like it. So finally Saturday, I started feeling better. I thought, oh, I'm ready to do maybe like more of a chicken-like broth, maybe a chicken soup with some noodles with it. I could only take 4 bites of it. And then I was like, I'm done. I can't do anymore. So thank God by Sunday, I started seeing some daylight. But I was so happy when the doctor said that she felt that it was not associated with the Wegovy. She really felt strongly that my sickness that I had was food related. But I had never heard of anything food related lasting that long. But I did do my research, as I tell you I always do, and I found out, yeah, you can be sick up to 10 days with certain things of food related illnesses. So I got through that. But I will tell you, the reason why weeks 8 and 9 I combined it with this, because I did not do a Wegovy shot weeks 8 and 9. I wanted to wait till I talked to my plush care doctor, and I had an appointment with her, which was week 8, and I was like, look, I was deathly sick for week 7. I have not taken the shot for week 8, and I said, to tell you the truth, I'm afraid to take the shot for week 8 because I don't know, even though the doctor at the ER said that she felt that my sickness was more food driven versus the Wegovy driven, I was just like, I don't know if I want to take this Wegovy anymore, if it's going to make me ill. So for week 8 and 9, she talked to me. The doctor was very mindful. We talked about it. I said, I'm going to tell you, I'm probably not going to take the shot in week 9. And it was time for me to get my next order. So after talking to her, I told her, I said, I am not comfortable with, since I've been off for almost 2 weeks, with taking my last 0.5 injection. I said, personally, I would feel better if you would move me back down to the 0.25 and let me start over. So that's what I'm going to do. I haven't taken the shot yet. I'm going to wait until my normal day, which is I do mine on Sunday evenings. I'm going to do a 0.25 shot on Sunday, and then I'm going to go from there to see how I feel. And I would just tell you, it was just, even though both the emergency room doctor said they felt it was food related, and the plush care doctor said that they felt it was food related because it wasn't like I had just increased my dosage, I really feel more comfortable just going back down to the 2.5, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to take this next shot of the 0.25 on Sunday, and I'll let you know how that goes. But I just wanted to let you know and give you an update for my week 7, 8, and 9. So technically it's week 7, and I'll be doing my 8th injection, going back down to the 0.25, and I'll let you know how I feel after that. But when I say, you know, the unknown of the different things of taking medications, you know, we all know different medications have side effects, and you have to weigh and know your why you're doing what you're doing. And I really have to say, I kind of am still on the fence, because even though the plush care doctor said to me, she said, I really don't think it was the Wegovy. I really think it was something food related. I said, I hear you. I do. But guess what? Still go ahead and prescribe you that 0.25, because I'm not doing that 0.5 right now. I want to start again and see where I go. I will tell you, because I couldn't eat for that many days, I actually dropped, I believe my scale said 11 pounds. And I was like, I know all of that was fluid. That was all straight fluid. Was no weight loss related to me. You know, it was weight loss, but it wasn't weight loss in the way that you want to lose weight. And I'm happy to say that in these past 2 weeks that I've been feeling better, I pretty much gained that back. Whatever I lost while I was sick, I gained it back. Because when I got to the point where I could start finally slowly introducing food back into my system, I did. And that's what I've done for the past 2 weeks. I've just kind of relaxed. I've let myself eat. I've let myself enjoy and say, you know, don't get too crazy with the eating, but don't be so afraid to eat. And I think that's one of the crucial things that we go through when we're on these different things, is that even though you know, we're trying to increase our protein, increase our fiber, and I would tell you definitely drinking your water is so crucial, but you got to remember to have a balance with it. And with me being ill like I was, it made me really think about, okay, what's your short-term, long-term, right? And how fast are you trying to do anything? But I really wanted to just let you know for my week 7, my week 8, my week 9, but we're just going to count it as week 7 and show that I skipped 2 weeks, and then I came back for week 8. And week 8, I actually started back on the 0.25. So I just want to give you an update and let you know that I'm doing good. I'm feeling 100% better. In fact, I actually went to work out for the first time in 2 weeks yesterday. I was really happy that I was able to do that. But while I'm doing this too, if you didn't know, you can actually get a sharps container from the Wegovy website. They actually have it where you can go on there and you can click, and I'll put the link down below, where you can actually get a free sharps container. And the good news about this sharps container, it comes with a return label, meaning once you fill up the sharps container, you can actually return it. So I actually just went to the Wegovy site, and I had done the same thing when I was doing the Mounjaro, where you could actually get a free sharps container. Most people really don't think about that they should not be throwing their needles in the direct trash can. You should actually be putting your needles in a sharps container. And the fact that you can go to the Wegovy website, and all I had to do was put my information in for my address and everything. It was no charge. You just put your information in and they mail it to you for free. That is something that's really, really good. And the fact that it has this return label on it is even better. So this is the box, and it's a good size sharps container. Now, I actually already had a sharps container, but because this one is a returnable one, I actually jumped on it. It comes like this in a box where you dispose of your sharps, and it's safe. And it's the because you know your needles are considered to be a biohazard, so you definitely need to do this. So I'll put the link down below for you, so you can actually get your free sharps container and dispose of your needles properly. But that's just about it. If you haven't done so already, go ahead, like and subscribe, and we'll keep going on this journey. Like I said, I'm going back down to the 0.25 just because of my personal comfort, and then I'll maybe consider at that time if I want to move up to the 0.5. But again, this is Lifestyle for Living, giving you a quick update of what happened to me for week 7 and giving you the reason why I'm going back down to the 2.5. So until the next time, remember, life is too short not to live, so let go whatever making you stop, and we will continue on this journey together, and I'll talk to you later.